Now, find a new rival.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Violence is on the menu tonight. That was a good one.
Checking how their opponent reacts to fireball. Still slugging it out here. Knockdown.
Good stuff there.
Finding it tricky to manage their drive. Long, low attack hits.
Nice, liking that.
Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage.
Maybe thinking something.
Rolling Sobot. Player 2 is gonna have to wait for their drive gauge. Heyo.
Good round.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
This fight is getting mad personal, and I'm liking it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. Hope you enjoyed the show. Jackknife Maximum connects. Shows the medium kick. Springs forward with the drive rush. That's a counter.
That was good. I like it. More of that.
Shows off the air slash.
What's gonna happen next?
They're in the corner. This may change the match.
Come on, you got the match. That was super.
You're done.
Damn, that was intense.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch.
These two could fight 1,000 more times and I wouldn't be bored.
Are they trying to slow down the pace with projectile? Grabs him.
Smart decision.
The jump in is denied. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. What's their game plan? KO.
Ooh, nice finish.
That last round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it right.
Yep, that was a bit one-sided. No idea what happened there, but that wasn't a good look.
Ooh, famous. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Side switch drive rush to keep it going. Nice spinning back note. Jump! This can lead to some big damage. The Houdini logo is there.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Nature is funny, you know? Sometimes you gotta fight for your next meal. Sometimes you get gifted one.
Starts with the jump in. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up.
Oh, landed a nice one there.
Very dangerous range. Can definitely be clipped by something here.
What's their play here?
Player 1 has been using their drive gauge liberally to try and set the pace of this round. This is a real back-and-forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Throws them. What's next? Nails the anti-air.
Nice, liking that.
One chance here, mate. Experience hits him.
Ooh, nice finish.
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
The pressure's building, and we're gonna see a blowout real soon.
You're 100% right. Let's see if they can clue in on that and make adjustments next round. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Blocks the low heavy. Goes off the air slash. From low heavy to drive rush to keep it going. Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps! Max SA gauges. They both have a chance to score a big payday. Ooh, burnout activation.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Holding it out with a super hard finish. Nice and clean. That's what happens when you capitalize on all your chances.
Oh, wow, someone just got turned into it.
Now, find a new rival.
These two have more beef than a barbecue in Texas. Let's see them duke it out.
I can't wait for this match to begin.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
All right, let's go.
Decides to go with the target combo.
Good stuff there.
Backs him into a corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Secures the jump in.
Gotta be planning something.
Player one needs to be cautious with drive gauge. That's some big, juicy damage on what a finish. Great life gauge awareness there.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
There was a lot to like about that last round. They're in the pocket now and they gotta keep on the gas.
All right, let's see what happens in this next round. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have?
Here we go. I want to see them put on a show.
Opens him up with the throw.
That was super good.
They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
Feels like
Ooh, burnout activates.
you know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Oh, you never know what can happen. It's a good spot to use the super.
That was super good.
When you absolutely gotta put him down, use super to take the round. Closes it out.
What was that?
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
This is anyone's round. Both fighters gotta bring it here.
Crowds from above. Elena making him look silly with these target combos. Saw that counterattack coming.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
Player one is in a very good spot now.
Come on, you gotta give me more. More!
Player one below.
It doesn't get any better than that.
They're sitting on a full super art gauge now.
Don't sleep on the opponent. Finish the job.
Even this is gonna hurt. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Dangerous range here. You're done.
I'm liking that finish.
Player one had to work extra for that one. Plenty of highs and lows in that match.
Oh, those two sent the crowds home happy. What an amazing match.
Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Jumps in. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Denied up top.
What's their play here?
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book.
Good stuff there.
Player one pushes the opponent into the corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
Well, just a little bit more.
Combo with the target combo. KO.
Good round.
Player one with a pretty convincing win. But what's next?
This fight is getting mad personal, and I'm liking it.
Got that right. Oh, the next round starts. Hits with the overhead. These are not only good for dancing. Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
This is where things are going to get very interesting.
There's a change of sides. They're going for the super art?
What's this?
Adds a little more with the leopard snap. Shows the medium kick.
Calm before the storm here.
Rolling soba. Stuck in the corner, but not going down without a fight. This guy's called super art.
What's this?
Listen, Elena came to fight and study, and she's all finished with homework. Blow heavy,
Shooting out the...
down and out.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
Not gonna lie, I was entertained. Gotta give it up for two hardworking...
Now, find a new rival.
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
If these two don't give me what I want, I may have to come in there and bust them up myself.
The fight just started. This is Tasty Steve on commentary.
Let me see some of the good stuff.
Shuts down the arrow throw. Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight.
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
Jump in finds the mark. Player 2 is just about to spend some meter to add super damage to the combo. Player 2 chases him down.
Ooh, something's building, I can feel it.
Will this super art can get to?
Ha, they ain't getting up.
You can tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going.
Yep, that was a bit one-sided. No idea what happened there, but that wasn't a good look.
The jump in is denied. Both fighters want to establish a smart move to stay on guard.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
At least one of them is having a good time in that corner. Creates an opening with the low heavy.
Amazing awareness there.
Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Medium kick into. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Player 2 will look to apply. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage.
Hotline him.
Who's gonna take it?
One more attack's gonna do it. Come on.
Closes it out.
Damn, that was intense.
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
Put it on the best bout list. Talk about a barn burner.
Charges forward. Lots of aggression from both sides. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. Bops them with the target combo. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over.
This fight's getting real interesting then.
Hell!
We've got ourselves a winner.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
I bet they're thinking of some trash talk for the post-match commentary. They gotta keep their eye on the prize.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. Throws a fireball. Jumps! Goes for the jump in. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. The forward throw in the corner for the pressure. Air splash.
That was super good.
This can lead to some big damage. Closing moments of the round, one hit's gonna do it.
We just gotta see one more pusher to...
Nothing stops this train. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. You're done.
What was that?
There's no question what lengths both players are willing to go to.
Oh, that was great. Those two are pushing each other to the absolute limit.
We're just getting started here. Who'll take control?
I can feel the tension right from the get-go.
They're backed up into the corner.
This is where things are gonna get very interesting.
This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape.
They got the advantage. Gotta start cooking here.
Gets the counter hit. Catches them slipping. A real test of nerves here. Turning it all the way up with the super.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out.
Damn, that was intense.
Player 1 was the only one left standing after that. That's what I like to see. Talk that.
Oh, those two sent the crowd home happy. What an amazing match.
Clean parry. Okay, they trade hits. Player 1 has the life advantage.
They create a good situation here. Now to capitalize. Gotta be planning something.
Knockdown. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the hits.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Last round saw one player really taking advantage of every opportunity, but how will that affect the next round?
Hey, violence may not always be the answer, but life is multiple choice, you get me? I like it.
Manages to block the jump-in attack. Shows the medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge.
I get it, I get it.
Nowhere to run. Come on, and whips. They're wide open.
How did that not hit?
KO.
I'm liking that finish.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Time to go big or go home. Let's see how these two hold it down. Amazing awareness there.
Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art.
Get in there, fight!
Hit the drive. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Taking chunks out of each other here.
We live for these kind of fights.
What now?
We gotta close this out here and now.
They can't. Raw super art incoming.
Yo, what?
They are done.
That was unreal!
Terry.
Player one, face them smart.
Now, find a new rival.
Both fighters are ready to get started. I can't wait to see what kind of tricks they have up their sleeves.
I can't wait for this match to begin.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try and do here in this first round.
Well, I hope their training paid off.
Gets a chance with the jumping. Goes for the throw.
Yeah.
Fires off an overdrive art. Adding that to the mix will change the pace of the match and keep the opponent on their toes. Parries to cancel the fireball. Gets the jump in. Pressuring them in the corner.
This might be an important turn in the match. Maybe thinking something.
Player 2 may be just about done this round, but they still have a chance with a full drive gauge to tap into. Hell,
Good round.
that last round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it lightly.
Well, we know one player decided to show up and put in the work today.
Secures the jump in. Up into the air off the just cool. Jumps in. That corner's gonna make it hard to get away. Big throw.
Amazing awareness there.
Helping them with the lightning kick. Oh, what a rush. Old school. Just goes for it at this range.
Wait.
Lightning kick. Hope you enjoy this. KO.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
DJ.
That was a close one. Had me sweating over here.
We'll see you next match.
Time to get down to business. The first round starts now.
All right, let's go.
Throws them. What's next?
Ooh,
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
something's building. I can feel it.
They're vying for dominant position in the corner. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Takes the jump in. Perfect execution, and game plan nets our fighter a perfect round.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Burns the drive gauge. They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it?
I wonder what's gonna happen.
Serenity Stream. Player 2 is working with less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. They back the opponent into the corner, now to apply the pressure.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Jumps! Needs to find a chance to seal the deal here. Spins the meter on the super art.
Amazing awareness there.
Closing it out with the super art. Nice and clean. Down and out.
I'm liking that finish.
See what eating your spinach does for you kids? What a win!
Nature is funny, you know? Sometimes you gotta fight for your next meal. Sometimes you get gifted one.
Now, find a new rival.
Everyone's getting fired up, and we're just ready to get started.
None of you are going home disappointed after this fight. Bet on it.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Ooh, let me see some of the good stuff.
Great block on that ambiguous crossover. You're early in the round.
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
That's some big, juicy damage on that counter hit.
Ooh, I like it.
The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
No more drive gauge.
Oh, bit off a bit more than they can chew.
KO.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Last round saw one player really taking advantage of every opportunity. But how will that affect the next round?
Ooh, that last round was pretty ugly. One of the most disrespectful things I've seen in a while.
Throws to get around their defense.
Nice. Liking that.
Barely blocks the jump in. Holds out with the block. The overhead breaks their rhythm and shakes things up. Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on.
They create a good situation here. Now to capitalize.
Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here.
This is where things are going to get very interesting. The wind's in their sights. They gotta play smart.
Hey, yo!
We've got ourselves a winner.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Time to go big or go home. Let's see how these two hold it down.
This can lead to some big damage. Taking chunks out of each other, knock them out of the air.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
With super arc below.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Perfect read with the anti-air.
That was super good.
Reads the jump in perfect.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
What are they going to do? Fights back with authority.
It doesn't get any better than that.
Are you for real?
That was unreal.
Hard fought on both sides. What did you think?
Oh, those two sent the crowds home happy. What an amazing match.
Nice parry. Shows the medium kick. Combo with the target combo. Knockdown. Ooh. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
This might be an important turn of the match.
Easy tech. Talk about a clean slate. Gets a perfect KO.
Good round.
That last round was a pretty one-sided affair, to put it lightly.
Yep, that was a bit one-sided. No idea what happened there, but that wasn't a good look.
Throws him. What's next?
Smart decision.
Side switch out of the corner. Gets a little space with the throw.
That was super good.
Goes for the jump in. Gets a little space with the throw. Player two overdrive jackknife.
Oh, this is getting tense.
Juicy opportunity. It's there.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Player one took no time to finish that fight.
Oh, wow, someone just got turned into a hashtag.
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up.
I get it, I get it.
Decides to go with the target combo. The throw hits. Now it's time for some fun. Blocks the jump in. Starts with the jump in. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan.
This fight's getting real interesting now.
Player two chases him down.
Ooh, something's building, I can feel it.
Overdrive jackknife. Life lead opens up. Had the radar up and running.
Smart decision.
KO.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Bags the round. What did you make of it?
There was a lot to like about that last round. They're in the pocket now and they gotta keep on the gas.
You're 100% right. Let's see if they can clue in on that and make adjustments next round.
That was super good.
Goes for the jump in. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Tap those shins. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Blocks the low heavy and
What's gonna happen next?
it's there.
We've got ourselves a winner.
See, that's what happens when you let your mouth right check, your hands can't cash.
Very quick GG there. Looks like Heaven's about to get another angel.
Uses a target anticipates the throw. Which fighter will control the pace of the match early on?
Show your girl that you aren't afraid to get vicious.
Getting up close, knockdown. Here comes the mix-up.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Comes for the win of Phalanx. Putting the cherry on top.
Seriously?
Action to the point. What setups do they have?
Come on, you gotta give me more.
Will this super art do anything?
Oh! Gotta close this out here and now.
Burns out.
Oh, hitting a real rough patch. We got a real fight now.
Down and out.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Player one made some smart moves there. Great game.
Oh, those two sent the crowds home happy. What an amazing match.
Now, find a new rival.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
I'm gonna be paying close attention, so you better deliver.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see these two fight it out.
Backs him into a corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Player one is mixing it up and has him shaking in the corner.
They create a good situation here. Now to capitalize.
This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. Anything could happen here.
Ah, they're playing mind games here.
Had the radar up and running.
Smart decision. Might be collecting their thoughts here.
Player two, KO.
Ooh, nice finish.
The round comes to a close, but I think we're only seeing just a glimpse of what these two are capable of.
Yep, I saw some good stuff there, but there's always room to adapt.
Ah, yeah, that's right. You got a point there. Let's see if the fighters pick up on that too. Big throw.
Amazing awareness there.
Still slugging it out and getting sweaty.
Oh, this is getting tense.
Blocks it. Parry. Genius read. Jump. Oh, does the dirty. Experiencing burnout.
Hitting a real rough patch.
No question, this super art is definitely going to kill.
Let's end this on a fire!
KO.
I'm liking that finish.
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
Put it on the best bout list. Talk about a barn burner.
Whoa, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet.
Yeah, let's let these two fight forever.
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach?
I want to see them both lay it all on the line here.
On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player two with the life lead.
Gotta keep pushing.
The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here?
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
Both fighters are looking for a way to build up their super art game.
What's their play here?
Check some with the projectile. They're really being worked over in the corner.
Gotta keep pushing.
And the radar up and running. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Got their eye on the air.
Nice. Liking that.
Gets it.
Good round.
What are your thoughts on what happened during that last round?
The pressure's building, and we're gonna see a blowout real soon.
Yeah, I can't wait to see how these two take it to the next level. Jumps! Gets clipped by the anti-air.
Amazing awareness there. Maybe thinking something.
So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both fighters have plenty of drive to work with, but how they make their approach will be key.
Calm before the storm here.
Not only good for dancing, player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Throws a fireball. They back the opponent into the corner, now to a puck, brushes that off and keeps going.
Ooh,
experiencing burnout.
Amazing awareness there.
KO.
We've got ourselves a winner.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
This is anyone's round. Both fighters gotta bring it here.
Uses a target comp, connects with the throw.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
In with the cross-up. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
Come on, you gotta give me more. More!
Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Drive impact misses.
Learn from it and build back better.
A trade? Now what? Player there's a burnout. Guilty feet. Got no more fuel on the fire. Hook 'em up.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Don't let the song of the grassland get to your head. Or trust me, you're gonna be buried here. Player one is in a very good spot now. A real test of nerve here. The jump in is denied. What a smart throw.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Are you for real?
That was unreal!
Player one is gonna be watching replays of this one for a while. They really took it down.
Now, find a new rival.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
If these two don't give me what I want, I may have to come in there and bust them up myself.
Finds the counter. Goes for the fireball. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this round will turn out.
Gotta keep pushing.
Decides to go with the target combo. Throws to get around their defense.
Yeah.
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Springs forward with the drive rush.
Gotta be planning something.
Player one, maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage.
They create a good situation here. Now to capitalize. Calm before the storm here.
Going in? Scrapping it. Ooh, burnout activates.
Oh, hitting a
KO.
I'm liking that finish.
Did you feel that? That's tension in the air.
Talk about your close rounds. That was frantic.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now how are they going to use it?
I wonder what's gonna happen.
Who'll gain control of the match in the early going?
Here we go. I want to see them.
Spices things up by adding the super art to the combo.
Smart decision.
Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Player one is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. From low heavy to smart play with the throw.
Amazing awareness there.
Blocks the impact. Looking for a chance. Looking a little one-sided so far.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Ooh, burnout action. It's there.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Nature is funny, you know. Sometimes you gotta fight for your next meal. Sometimes you get gifted one.
Goes for the fireball. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Starts with the jump in.
What's their play here?
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
This might be an important turn in the match. Might be collecting their thoughts here.
They break forward to pressure the opponent. Solid counter. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fake out. Life lead open, experiencing burnout.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. KO.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Player 2 with a pretty convincing win. But what's next?
I bet they're thinking of some trash talk for their post-match commentary. They gotta keep their eye on the prize.
Got that right. Oh, the next round starting. Shows off the air slash. He knives the jump in.
That was super good. What's gonna happen next?
Overdrive jackknife. Scrappic drive rush to keep it going. Air slashes.
Come on! One more push here.
There's a war going on in the middle of this. Tries to make something happen with the overdrive arm.
That was good. I like it. More of that.
Patches out the gate right there.
Oh!
Spins it all because we all like to enjoy ourselves on the weekend.
Good night. Tell them how you like that.
Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. The next touch made it. Nuh-uh. That win wasn't luck. It was 100% planned.
Damn! How'd they claw their way back?
Now, find a new rival.
All right, both players are ready to go. Time to get hype and make some noise.
Violence is on the menu tonight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
All right, let's go.
Still slugging it out here. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Goes for the throw.
Good stuff there.
Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Jump in, finds the mark. Grabs him.
Yeah. Might be collecting their thoughts here.
Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense.
Oh, this is getting tense!
Who will capitalize? Hey, oh.
Ha, they ain't getting up.
Great round with both fighters really going at it.
Man, you think these two are best friends or something, way they're feeding on each other.
From up above. Up into the air off the adjustment. It brings out the super. How is it going to work out for you?
Nice. Liking that.
Gets backed into the corner with pressure building.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
Barely blocks the jump in. Jumps in. Solid anti-air to continue the corner pressure.
Amazing awareness there.
Still slugging it out and getting sweaty. They must have a game plan here with the critical art on deck. Executing that plan is the KO.
I'm liking that finish.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all your chances.
Oh, wow. Someone just got turned into a hashtag.
The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in.
Well, I hope their training paid off.
Gets a chance with the jump in. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner.
What's their play here?
Still slugging it out here. Not having the cross-up. Can't tech the throw. Uses a fireball to try to establish their pace.
Maybe thinking something.
All that effort, so little pace.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense. What's gonna happen next?
Jumps! So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both fighters are barely alive.
Ooh, just a sneak.
Snatches victory from the jaws of defeat.
Amazing nerves to fight back for the win.
That match was too close, but definitely the kind of match you like to see, right?
Man, you think these two are best friends or something, way they're feeding on each other.
Just cool into the low kick. Anti-air drops him.
That was super good.
Hold your breath.
Okay.
These are not only good for dancing. Max SA gauges. They both nice counters.
Calm before the storm here.
Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Air slasher. Could be looking to start something.
Ooh, both want to pull the trigger. Who's gonna blink first?
Solid anti-air.
That was super good.
The low kick hits.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Nice air splash. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Closes it out.
What was that?
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
This is anyone's round. Both fighters gotta bring it here.
There's a rhino at the door. Wow. What a defensive display to shut down the counter hard.
Hold it down strong. I like that.
With Super Art's overhead attack. Still can't find a way out of this corner. Something's gotta give.
This fight's getting real interesting now.
The jump in is denied. Wow, that's Super Art to show what a PhD fighter can do for you.
Doesn't get any better than that. We live for this kind of fight.
Amazing. Player one, there's a burnout. Nice air slash. A real test of nerves here. A jump in. Gotta dig down deep here.
One more attack's gonna do it.
It's over.
That was unreal.
Player two clinches the win, but that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Ooh, I love when fighters find a way to bring out the best in each other. What a battle.
Yo, I can't argue with you. What a game. What patience to scout out the counterattack.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense. What's their play here?
Secures the jump in. So they break forward to pressure the opponent.
Gotta be planning something.
Gets the knockdown, and now?
Smart decision.
Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation.
Ooh, something's building. I can feel it.
Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Medium kick hit. Jumps in. Air slash. This is a... Ooh, burnout activates.
You know what you gotta do when the chips are down.
Jumps up. There's a change of side. Went for the chip kill.
I'm liking that finish.
Round two.
Great round with both fighters really going at it.
Talk about your close rounds. That was frantic. Nice. Liking that.
They're back. What patience to scout out the counter.
Gotta give it up for that solid defense.
That's a rhino at the door. Max SA gauges. They both have a drive rush to keep it going. Blocks it. Opens him up with the throw.
That was super good.
Side switch out of the corner. On the opts for the critical art.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Spins the 4 meter, which means it's time for the weekend.
Tell them how you like that.
It just bets it all on the drive rush. Clutch, and you're done.
What was that?
Final round.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Time to go big or go home. Let's see how these two hold it down.
Lots of up-close flashes that last round. Will both sides decide to slug it out again?
Oh, okay. That's how it is.
Player two is in a pretty... The Houdini low block. Counters the jump in with a perfect parry.
Wait.
Throws him.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Nowhere to run.
Come on, you gotta give me more. I love it.
Goes for the fireball to force a reaction. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in. What? In anti-air.
Dishing out the hot stuff.
Overhead attack. The overhead denied.
Hold it down strong. I like it.
You're done.
I'm liking that finish.
Elena.
Player two had to work extra for that one.
Now, find a new rival.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
None of you are going home disappointed after this fight. Bet on it. You're done!
The low kick connects.
That was a good one.
Picks up some quick damage with that combo. This range is where it gets interesting. You gotta utilize the reach of your moves to bait out and attack. Pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out.
Gotta keep pushing.
The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be perfect? Takes the round without getting touched.
Ooh, nice finish.
You could tell that one player was not holding back during that round, while the other couldn't get it going.
Well, we know one player decided to show up and put in the work today.
Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Still struggling for control of the neutral.
Ooh, this is getting tense.
They're backed up into the corner.
Feels like we're right in the eye of the storm.
Go heavy.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Target combo in 2. A real test of nerve here. Player 2 is holding on to that corner advantage.
Now's the time to strike while the iron's hot.
Will they gamble something here on the drive move? Nice fireball. Nice air slash. Sets up with the jump in. Closes it out.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Man, I could watch these two fight each other forever.
Not gonna lie, I was entertained. Gotta give it up for two hard-working fighters.
Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they could be. Pressuring them in the corner.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Parries the jump in to shut it down.
Yeah, might be collecting their thoughts here.
Gets the jump in. They're barely hanging in there. Not sure how long this is going to last. Gets it.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Yeesh. That didn't look like a fair fight at all. But let me hear your thoughts.
Hey, violence may not always be the answer, but life is multiple choice, you get me? I like it.
Solid throw take. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone.
Well, we gotta see what lengths both fighters are willing to go to.
Was looking for that jump attack.
Nice, liking that.
Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity.
Ooh, something's building, I can feel it. Calm before the storm here.
Player 2 is holding on to that corner advantage. Checks with the medium kick. Fake out. Genius read. Their will to win is really being tested here. KO.
Great stuff there, right at the end.
Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Oh, wow, someone just got turned.
Now, find a new rival.
We got a good match on deck right now, and no one's gonna want to blink once the action gets started.
If these two don't give me what I want, I may have to come in there and bust them up myself. That was a good one.
Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be hard to escape.
This might be an important turn in the match.
Tries to bait him with the projectile. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Evades the grab. Super armor does its job.
Okay, okay.
Pops him with the target combo. Reaches out with the lightning kicks.
Gotta be planning something.
Juicy opportunity now in the corner.
This is where things are gonna get very interesting.
This is a critical point of the round where it's there!
Ha! They ain't getting up.
I think I forgot to breathe that whole round.
This is what a real fight looks like. It doesn't get any better than this.
The overhead breaks their rhythm and shakes things up. Shows the medium kick. They gotta stop the bleeding here before it's too late.
Now's the time to strike while the iron's hot.
Genius reach. Gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Tries to do something new and goes for the takes the hit and keeps on trucking.
Wait.
Big throw.
What's gonna happen next?
The super doesn't hit.
Hold it down strong. I like that. We got a real fight now.
Using the invincibility on the overdrive Tensho. Here comes the corner pressure.
Come on, you gotta give me more. More.
Who's gonna take it?
One more attack's gonna do it. Come on.
Close range projectile. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump in, a dash, a trade, but still works out. Down and out.
Damn, that was intense.
Oh my days, that was a real intense fight.
Not gonna lie, I was entertained. Gotta give it up for two hard-working fights.
Dash. Throws to get around their defense.
Ooh,
Pressuring them in the corner.
this might be an important turn in the match.
Player 2 has the life lead.
Gotta keep pushing.
Gets the jump in. Player 2 needs to be cautious with drive gauge. At this range, many attacks connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is so important. Heading into the end game now, takes a big gamble and you're KO.
We've got ourselves a winner.
Bags around. What did you make of it?
This fight is getting mad personal, and I'm liking it.
All right, let's see what happens in this next round. Jumps! Goes for a projectile to try and change. Springs forward with the drive rush.
Ooh, this is getting tense.
Manages to block the jump-in attack. Experiencing burnout.
Hitting a real rough patch.
Knockdown and... Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? A quick breather. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. It's there!
Great stuff there, right at the end.
That's what happens when you capitalize on all your chances.